Hi Purple Lights, welcome to Thursday the 19th. So let's see what comes out for our reading today. Okay, so we have a reading about self-growth. That's also nice. We never had this coming out. So yeah, see you in a second. So Purple Lights, for our self-growth reading that we have for today, Thursday the 19th, I'm gonna do a reading with this beautiful deck on what was the most valuable lesson that you learned in 2024. Okay, so we're gonna see. I hope this resonates for a lot of you. So let's see, what is the most valuable lesson that you learned? Oh, okay. In 2024, and there our cards come out. I also want to get, let's see which tarot deck. Oh, I have this tarot deck here, so we're going to use this. So what is the most valuable lesson that you learned in 2024? I'm going to use this tarot deck. So hopefully this resonates for a lot of you. Let me see if I can adjust a little bit the lighting. Yeah, this is better. Okay, so here we go. Let's shake our snowball. So, oh wow. Oh wow. Patience. Well, most of us have learned this lesson, right? But I think 2024 was a year of patience. That's true, right? Especially for those of you who are in soul connections, there is a lot of patience required. And we also have acceptance. Wow, those are beautiful lessons. Acceptance and patience, like those are one of the lessons that are really, really hard to master, because, you know, as of right now in this society where everything is fast-paced and everything, you know, you can manifest almost everything if you put your mind into it. But, you know, a lot of times there are still boundaries where, you know, we have to learn to accept our situations as they are in the moment. And we also need to understand that sometimes, you know, we need to have patience in order to reach our destinations, our goals, you know. And I think, yeah, the Nine of Swords, there was a lot, you know, you had a hard time here. This is a hard time learning this lesson. Look how beautiful these cards match. So it took you a lot of strength. Look, this is almost the same color. Like you put these cards together and they're like the same. You see this? This is crazy. Like those are two different decks. They have nothing in common. But look at this. This shows me that you had a hard time accepting your situation. You had a hard time, sleepless nights, you know, a lot of thinking, a lot of not knowing how to solve your situation. And a lot of times you wanted to change your situation, but it was just not possible. Yeah, a lot of times you were like, trying to accept it, but you probably are one of, you know, those people. And I think that you resonate with that, because if you found my channel, a lot of you are similar to my energy. So you know, we have a hard time accepting things for what they are, because you know, when you are a person that's very how do you say, perfectionistic, you know, a perfectionist, you want to change things in your surrounding. You know, you have the urge to change, and you also have the urge to, you know, when you imagine or when you think of that you want to have the things different in your life, you want to accomplish these things, yeah, and you work really hard to accomplish these things. But this year you learned that sometimes, you know, we have to stay in situations because we cannot change them in the moment we are in. And I feel that 2024 was a year where you had to learn that, you know, sometimes you cannot change the situations. Sometimes we just have to hang in there. We have to hold on. Yeah, the Four of Wands is a card of Four of Wheels. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. That's a situation of keeping your stuff together. You know, not being very open about your life or about your situation, because you know that you have to be careful with whom you share your stuff, right? Because you learned that that you also have to accept the situations around yourself, and you also have to accept people around you, right? And then we have, wow, a new start. For a lot of you, there was a new start this year in finances. I see here that, you know, you changed jobs, or you have a different income where, you know, you also couldn't invest as you wanted. You know, you had to keep your money together. You had to try to save for something important, you know, where you gotta have the patience to reach that. Yeah, and I feel that you were very worried. Maybe also in the beginning of the year, you were very worried. One of the things you were worried about was your financial situation, how to spend money, and also how to invest. Yeah, and not to like throw out all your money into different directions or into different investments, but to invest in a wise choice, like to only choose one. But you had so many options where you could invest, and you were like really stressed out because you were thinking like, what should I do? You know, I could invest in so many things and I want to, but you know, I gotta accept the situation as it is. I need to choose one thing. And I feel that's what you did, you know. And if it has nothing to do with your money, with a new job, with a new investment, it could be that you're waiting on this new start with your person, that you were, you know, waiting on the start of a relationship, that you were starting something new with someone, and you had to learn a lot of acceptance of their situation and your situation, even though it stressed you out. You had to be very patient with people. Yeah, I think those are the things that you learned. Definitely. Yeah, guys. A lot of good things, and those are like one of the hardest lessons, right? Patience and acceptance, like those are not easy lessons to learn. Okay, so that's all what I'm having, guys. I hope you have fun on my channel. Please stop by tomorrow for our next wheel reading, or next door that we're opening until December the 24th. So it's only 5 doors left, right? 5 readings, and then yeah, I hope you watch all the other readings as well. And I see you again in our next reading. Bye, guys.